what's up? It's DJ. Welcome back to Farm Sim News. Today I'm running no script because I was feeling excited and I just wanted to talk about everything the way that I want to talk about it. And we got a bunch to talk about. We're going to talk about patch 1.6. We got some new fact sheets. We're going to talk about how Xbox players got to play the NEXAT DLC yesterday and a whole lot of stuff from modders. This is a big day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's jump right in. Let's start off with fact sheets. This is week number 2 for the NEXAT fact sheets. They weren't released early for content creators, anything like that this time around, so I got them when you got them. Taking a look at the first one, we've got the Einbach Chopstar Max. This is going to be a weeder, 13.5 meter working width at 7 miles per hour and weighs 4.9 tons. It's also hooked up via the seed tank on the very back, so that's interesting to see if we're going to need that to run just a weeder. And our other fact sheet today is of the Vinoff slurry module slurry tank on the very top, and then we've got the Evers Torrent or Evers Torrent NX 1400 at the very bottom. That's going to be what's injecting into the ground. The slurry tanker itself holds 30,000 liters, weighs 15 tons, and will fill up with digestate and slurry. It's also a mono PC that'll fill up with water if you want to do that. As far as our slurry distributor, this is going to weigh 6.2 tons, 14 meter working width at 10 miles an hour. Giants also released a couple different styles of fact sheets, so if you wanted to go for something more squared off, maybe you've got a community and you want to share these with them, well, you could do that. So speaking of NEXAT, something very interesting happened yesterday after patch 1.6 was released. NEXAT was available on Xbox. A few things had to happen for you to be able to play it. Unfortunately, you're not able to play it anymore, even if these things were true. So you had to own the Year 1 Season Pass. You had to have already had that. And you had to have preloaded the NEXAT DLC. So if all of those things were true yesterday, you were actually able to play with the NEXAT pack in the game. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you guys any of that stuff or anything like that, but I can say I was able to play it too. But we'll still have to wait till March 11th to see everything in the game officially. And like I said, unfortunately, you guys that had the season pass on Xbox can't play this anymore in the game. Trust me, I tried this morning. Speaking of this morning, a couple mods released early this morning. The IKAS Mods. We got the grain trailer over here. We've got a spreader. And then we've got what looks to be a mower or mulcher. I know Mr. Silly P's already got a video on this, so you can go check that out if you want to. Additionally, Info Display Extension got updated yesterday because it was one of the mods that was causing trouble after 1.6. So this, if you jumped in a vehicle, it just nothing worked. You could drive it around, but if you got out, your game crashed. So much fun. It is very normal for mods and things like that to not work or not work as expected after patches. So if there's any other mods that are like this, I would expect them to be getting updated soon. There have been a few updates after I've recorded, so I had to go back and record this spot. So Giants have released their State of the Farm for February 21st. Tis today. They didn't really put too much into this, to be completely honest. They reviewed everything that we got this week. They've also shown off this, though they haven't put the NEXAT picture in the first pack yet, so there's that. One of the big things in here is they say work on patch 1.7, so they're already considering that. They say they've started with a focus on further performance improvements. And if you guys want to jump in and see why they don't provide dates for things like that, you can do that here. There's also a community live stream next Tuesday, February the 25th, with more information coming soon. Community live stream, that's very cool. Silver Run Forest, they say, is very close, so that's awesome. FSVR, of course, we talked about that. It's coming out next Friday. They also explain, or will explain, why they do a standalone version. So there's that. And of course, they go into other things like the NEXAT preview, NEXAT pack release, FS 16-bit edition. You could buy that if you want to. And the official newsletter. And as always, more details soon. Stay tuned. If you've been living under a rock, patch 1.6 was released yesterday, along with free content update number 1, which gave us a John Deere 6R and a new Kloss Arian tractor. There were a lot of things that were either added or changed to the game. Now ModHub's got an update all button, which is super cool. Also notably, there's a graphics setting menu with the active gameplay, or within the active gameplay, meaning you can change your graphics settings while you're playing. This is mainly on PC though. Of course, there's always various stability improvements and things like that to make the game run smoother. This was a big one. Fix the AI field worker helper ignoring user preferences. So now that works. There's also a lot more stuff, so if you missed my video on this yesterday, definitely go check that out, especially fixed grass-eating cows. Watch out. I also know that after 1.6, there's still some things that are wrong. I know there's a lot of PC players that are still having issues downloading patch 1.6. Even right now, there still seems to be crashing issues on consoles. However, I've not experienced any of these personally. I'm playing on an Xbox Series X. I've got 2 different consoles. Neither one of them have had issues. But for as many people that are reporting it, it's definitely a problem. I also saw in the comments there were some people talking about AI workers still not working. They seem to be working fine for me, so just make sure you're updated to 1.6. Another thing that seems to be an issue are the roads on Calmsden, and I can confirm this. The roads on, Oak Bridge. That's gonna take a while. The things on Oak Bridge right now, there's no roads, at least on consoles. I have checked on the Xbox Series X, and yeah, there's no roads, man. Everything is gravel. I imagine that Oxygen David will be fixing this in the future. I don't know when. I haven't seen any posts about it officially yet. However, I can say, yeah, there's no road here. Now, if you play on PC, this doesn't seem to be an issue. Now I've switched over to my PC. I've got my roads. Here's the exact same area that we were just at. All the roads are still here. So this seems to be a console issue. Again, I'm sure there'll be a fix for it sometime soon. Just don't know when. Now that is every top story that we've got to talk about today, so let's jump over to modern news. And we start with Kenny456, who says that after nearly 2 months of waiting, the JCB backhoe loader finally gets tested. This post was made 2 days ago at 3:30-ish p.m. Eastern time in the afternoon. If you don't remember this mod for Farming Simulator 22, maybe you're playing on that game, you can jump back and check it out. You basically got a JCB backhoe, more or less. You've got the front bucket on there, and then you've got the rear digger on the very back. Some really cool stuff with this. Had a lot of fun with it. Definitely go check it out if you haven't played with it yet, and get excited. It's coming to Farm Sim 25. Next up, we hear from RossN Mods, who says this JCB Fast Track 8000 and the update to his Bailey High Lift trailer have been in console testing for 7 days now. This was posted only a few hours ago. He says that this is very unusual, and I could mirror that statement as well. Says although they may have changed the testing process, who knows, hopefully not long now. You can see down at the bottom in gray, we've got the JCB 8000, there's also the Bailey High Lift update, and then JCB Agri Load-All, which has also got an update and is also in console testing. There's still a lot of mods pending testing, like the TM420S. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the HydroDig 110W, and plenty of other stuff in here too. So hopefully we get these soon. Next up, we hear from Chris S. and Riley S. Now, says, unfortunately, the Colossus is still waiting to be tested for round number 2, but because they can't leave us with sad news, this is better to let you know one of your favorites is waiting to be tested. Don't expect it anytime soon, but it is on its way. Do you recognize this? Do you know what this is? This is this. We have had this before, the Kinsey Multi-Fruit Planter Pack. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. I totally forgot this mod existed. It's in Farm Sim 22. Basically, they took the Kinsey planters that were base game, made them not direct drill. They made them direct drill. I was about to say not have to be cultivated. They made them direct drill. They gave them all the branding in the game, all the colors you could ever want, rims, main color, logos, everything like that. You see, this one is Fent. These are branded as the Kinsey. You've got the case right here. You could also plant things like poplars and all that good stuff. You could do anything and everything with these. They also had extra capacities for holding seed and liquid fertilizer and things like that. These were absolutely epic. A big fan favorite, as you could tell. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,234 votes at a 4.7 star. Anything over 4.3, so like 4.4 is the magic number that modders try and hit. Dude, I'm so excited for this. Also, of course, as I finish the video, Chris S. says that after they dropped the sad news last night, they wake up to see the pack is back in testing. So Colossus back in testing. OmaTana's also got an update for us. Says that our TARDIS update is now in console testing, which is a good sign. and you look forward to it. Other mods still waiting to be tested. So Granny's Farm Shop, the small farm production, and open air garden are all still pending. However, the TARDIS update is still in console testing. I'm really hoping that this gets released today so that you guys can start using it this weekend and have some fun. More updates from Bcbuhler Farms. So we have 3 really big updates. So the first one is this: the foremost Smooth Wall Hopper Bin pack is pending. However, in testing, or PC testing, is the Summer's Diamond Disc, the Landau 7431, and Bushel Plus. I'm really looking forward to Bushel Plus. That's the mod that you hooked up to the very bottom of your combine harvester and it gave you like 10 or 15%, or maybe it was 20% extra crop. Yeah, I love that. I want that back. Also, the International CV series is in console testing. That is right. And his 40-foot land roller is in testing completed. Now, testing completed is interesting because we never really know what it means. It says testing completed, but is that PC testing completed? Is it console testing completed? It's not pending release, but it might be. We don't know. It means nothing. Nonetheless, as he says, things are happening. Next up, we've got an update from MacTrucker921, who says an update on his mod testing list. There's 2 pending release, which is great. 1 in console testing, so that's awesome too, and the rest are still pending testing. Not amazing news yet, but ever getting closer to the Case Magnum. Actually showed the Case Magnum like weeks ago. It's taken forever. It's not Mac Trucker's fault. So you can see we've got a bunch of stuff still pending. However, pending release, we've got the extra large workshop. That's super cool. And the tree sapling pack update. That's awesome. Solar Farms in console testing right now. So that's fantastic news. As a matter of fact, this post was made less than a day ago, 19 hours ago, as you can see right in front of my big head right here. Still a lot of things that are waiting, so like the flatbed service truck, the Case IH Magnum 340-400 series, John Deere grapple bucket, the drop deck trailer, an auto-loading bale, and combo trailer. Those things are still pending testing right now, so we have to wait a little while longer. Next up, IKAS has got an update to their American Midwest maintenance shop. We're going to see changelog 1.1 on this. See if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Added auto load for bales, pallets, and big bags in the loft up top. New doors, refreshed textures, added new decorations, fixed collisions, fixed snowmass, workable in gray, or work table in gray only. I don't know what that means. New posters, choice of flags, none, American or Canadian. I think before it was American or Canadian, but now you can do none. That's okay. New sounds for opening doors and new lighting. Sorry, night lighting. Here we can, I guess, see a picture of the front. These all look like normal stuff, although we can now see that we've got our workshop in there in gray, as well as the triggers for putting the stuff up top. Very excited about this one, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And you also have the stuff here, the buttons. All you do is go up to them, hit your action button, and it'll flip the flag or just remove it altogether. Very cool. We're not done yet. A couple more things to talk about. Here's one I don't have a lot of information on it, so it's just things that we have to use our eyes to make calculations. This post right here is one of the reasons that I didn't do a script today. This is Black Eyes Official Modding. They've been around for a while, and they say we show you detail of the map that we're working on. Now, if we click on it, we get to see the mappa standard, 20 centimeters. So this is referring to how much like ground deformation that you could do, how deep it goes. If you use like a normal plow, you know that first row right beside the tractor is really deep. So this is what it looks like. However, for their map, we get this one. They have doubled it down to 40 centimeters. So you're able to, digging's not the word because you can't dig in the game, but using a plow and things like that, it's going to go a lot lower. You're going to see a lot deeper trenches in. I was waiting for modders to start to do this. I don't know if Black Eyes Official Modding are the first ones to do it, but they're the first ones that have publicly shown it like this. And this gets me really excited. Finally, I get to talk candidly out of script about my excitement for Carpathian Countryside from MrHector Mods. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I didn't do anything with it in FS22, and now I'm kicking myself because I didn't. Well, we got more information. He says, work in progress. Again, that's our update. Difference between something good and something great is attention to detail. Details make perfection, and perfection is not a detail. It is worth the waiting to get it right. I can't speak today. I'm having trouble. Maybe that's why I didn't do a script. So stay tuned and patience for more to come from Carpathian Countryside map all the way until release. Now, we do have some updates for the first 3 villages. I've already done videos on those, so we're not going to do anything with that. But what I can do is show you some more screenshots around the map. I highly encourage you to go check this out. Link down below beside MrHector Mods. But we've got more things happening, more things coming, more things being added to the map. I'm so excited. There's so much detail. This may have been one of the most detailed maps in Farming Simulator 22. And the fact that it was released for all platforms, it got so many updates. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit of a fanboy, but of course, I mean, I'm the fanboy of Farm Sim. What do you expect? All right, lastly is something I still don't know a lot about, but there's some pretty cool stuff happening over with the RoughNeck modding crew and GamerDesigns. These guys are working on a way to get the winches to be able to connect to a whole host of different things. As you know, normally you can only hook to a tree, basically, and that's it. And you can't hook 2 things to the same tree, because me and Clutch ruined that one a couple years ago while we were playing around. But as you can see with this, they're now able to hook up winches to multiple different things, utilize these winches with different sets of vehicles and things like that. It is very, very cool. It is a winch script, so I wouldn't expect to see this on consoles. However, they do say that they will be releasing this out to the public once they can make sure that all functions and multiplayer are good to go, so that when it goes out, they're both making announcements where to download. So heads up there. I will keep you guys posted with this. Normally, I don't share a lot when it comes to PC-only stuff and that kind of thing. However, GamerDesigns did reach out to me. I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago. What up, dude? I see you, bro. Gave me a shout out, gave me a little bit of information on this, and showed me a new video of it as well. There's some really cool stuff happening with this script, and at least on PC, you'll be able to pretty much tow stuff around. That's kind of the dealio with it. It's pretty sweet. I'm excited. And there it is. That is everything that you need to know today for Friday, February 21st. And hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, and join the GoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one in the future. Hope you have an awesome day. Have a great weekend. We will see you later. Peace. Wonder how many times I said I do that a lot. That was dumb.